Flowcharting 101, Starting Flowgorithm, an 8-minute video by Gary Carter. Okay, now we're introducing one of my favorite flowcharting tools. This is called Flowgorithm. Flowgorithm has symbols that are flowcharting symbols, and I want to show you those, and I want to show you the console window, and then maybe before I'm done, I will show you a running program of Flowgorithm. So let's take a look. To get Flowgorithm, you're going to want to go to Google, and you want to search for Flowgorithm free download. You'll want to make sure you have the official site, and you'll know that it's the Flowgorithm site if it has the .org on the end of it. It's set up just to give you the Flowgorithm software and give you instructions on how to use it. So it's a well-designed site. You'll want to start there, and you're going to want to download it. So you'll complete the download, and then you'll want to install it and make sure you get all that set up before you can actually look at Flowgorithm on your computer. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to have pull-down menus across the top. It's going to have a toolbar, and then it's going to have a startup that's going to go into main, and main's where your program's going to start. Now, this is an example of a program, and we'll talk more about the program itself, but this is just to get you an idea what would Flowgorithm look like. You're going to use symbols like these, where the rectangle is what we call the assignment symbol. Now, if I drew them on a piece of paper, or if I drew them on the computer screen, then the rectangle would kind of look like that, and it looks like I hand drew it. And parallelogram there with the slanted sides, and the flow diagram. Like I said, the rectangle is assignment. The parallelogram could be input, or output, and the flow line usually gives an arrow to show you which direction it's going in. It's not required. Sometimes it's just assumed that in programs, when you're flowcharting, you flow from top down. We'll talk more about that later too. Now, the symbols will come up in a symbol chart, and we'll look at those. And those are, like I said, this is the input and output symbol, the assignment symbol, and others we'll need to get into as we get into we'll actually get into flowcharting. And then the console window. So I'm gonna get you a little closer to these things in just a second. We're gonna look at what does Flowgorithm look like. We're gonna talk about the run button and the stepper button, the button that steps you one symbol at a time. Now let's take just a second and we'll do a quick demo of Flowgorithm. What does it look like? Now let's do a quick walkthrough of Flowgorithm. And did I say Flowgorithm was my favorite tool? Well, at least it's one of my favorite tools. And first of all, let's take a look at the basic Flowgorithm window. This is the basic window right here. And then if I was to want to show where the output would go, I would go to the console window. Now the console window is right here. And the console window will give you output right in this area here. No, down here in the bottom. I think that's where it is. And the console window will also help you with the input, but we're not going to deal with input right now. And then I've got to talk about the symbols that we're going to work with in flowcharting. And the symbols, if we go back to the flowchart, and we're looking, here's main, that's where your program starts, here's the end. And if you go to this flow line right here, and if you click on that flow line, then up's going to pop your image of all of the flow charting symbols. The input symbol, the output symbol, the declare, assign, all these symbols that we need to learn about, but we don't know about yet. But that's the basic setup of Flowgorithm. And when you first start things out, it's going to look like this right here. So we're going to get to that real soon. Now, this is the real thing. This is Flowgorithm. And if you, let me enlarge that a little bit. And if I open an example of a program, add two numbers. This program is going to take a 5 and a 20, add them together, and going to output the answer. The answer is going to come out on the console. That's what we want the program to do. Watch, I'm going to step through it. I'm going to step. It turns this symbol to a darker green. I'm going to step. It turns this symbol to a green, and when it does, this symbol declared a memory location called answer. This symbol is going to take a 5 and 20, add them together, and put them in answer. And then the last symbol is going to output the results to the console. Here's the console. Look at the bottom. There's the 25. That's all there is to it. This is the running of a program. I step one more time. The program ends. It's over. That's all there is to it. This is Flowgorithm. Flowgorithm is a great flowcharting tool. It has color identifiers. There are strict rules that help when you're trying to write C++ and Java code. Your variable declarations in Flowgorithm are required. That can be a good thing. You have modules that pass values, and when you use those modules, that's required. You can run your program as you go. In other words, your entire program doesn't have to be workable syntax and ready to run, but in the end, it will run a full speed program. A lot of flexibility with Flowgorithm. Flowgorithm benefits. Flowgorithm is easy to use for projects. You get better syntax with Flowgorithm. You can use strict modular setup so that your modules are ready to put right into an actual programming language. And you can use image enhancements by the different colors that you can set up in Flowgorithm. It is by far one of my favorite flowcharting tools. And that's really it for Flowgorithm. If you like this video, you should go and watch the Raptor video. You can find it on YouTube. And if you do a search for Flowcharting 101 Starting Raptor, that should help you find a Raptor demonstration. Thank you. That's it.